Hello dogs, and maybe an admin. It's me, Dog here. Did you know that the Kudra exists? Well, it does, and it needs to be reworked. Okay, so I'm gonna use this video as an application into SKYBLOCK Nerds, that one group. They kind of opened their applications again, and I thought it would be fun. I also have a suggestion at the end, you know, like a game suggestion, I don't know. But I'll start this off by saying I'm an Iron Man. So some of the things I'll say are mostly just for me and not the non-Iron Man players. Alright, so let's get into this. Once upon a time, there are 4 great bosses of the Nether, named the Kudra. Well, in order to slay these mighty bosses, you must attack them from the inside. And then, the end. They're defeated. Cool. All we really needed to know about them is that they have rewards for killing them. You see, they drop chests at the end of every single fight. There are 2 chests. One is free that you can get, well, for free, which basically drops nothing of value and is usually worthless. Well, the other one has a 1 in 200 chance to drop a Kudra core, which is worth like 100 million coins. That isn't what I'm interested in, though. The chests also drop essence. In specific, it drops a guaranteed 800 crimson essence for a tier 4 Kudra boss. Or it will actually drop 880 if you have a level 100 common Kudra pet, because realistically, you don't have a legendary one. That one's way too hard to get. Well, in December 2022, there was another Kudra tier released, the tier 5 Kudra boss. This giant squid boss dropped 1,600 crimson essence after defeating it, which is a very sizable amount of crimson essence, which is worth around 3.7 million coins to Bazaar at the time of making this. Now, this is all leading up to the main point of the video. You subscribe, this armor set called the Crimson Armor. The armor consists of 4 pieces: the boots, leggings, chestplate, and helmet. The full set bonus is basically a glorified kill combo. For every kill you get 1 Dominus, and the max is 10. With 10 Dominus, you get +1 melee range, and you also have a guaranteed double hit. This means that you have about 5 blocks of range with a claymore, which gives +1 range. And it probably also means you'll get banned by the anti-cheat. Now, the Crimson Armor has something special that puts it above any of the other sets in the game. It can be prestiged. Once the armor set reaches 10 stars, it can be prestiged to the next tier. It goes normal to hot to burning to fiery to inferno. There are 5 tiers of this armor, with each of them getting exponentially stronger as you go on. To put this into perspective, a tier 4 Crimson helmet is stronger than a Warden helmet, which is previously the best helmet in the game. So you can probably imagine how strong this armor set is when it's brought to its full potential. Now that I've told you about how good the armor set is, I'll tell you about how much it costs. So just the essence cost alone, it'll cost you 1,652,000 essence. That's 3.8 billion coins if you want to buy the essence off the market. Now, if you want the entire set, that would set you back 6,600,000 crimson essence, or 15.2 billion coins. Now, I'm an Iron Man player, so here's where the real tough stuff starts. Because in order to get 6.6 million essence, you need to do approximately 4,125 tier 5 Kudra runs. Here's where it gets wild. This is how long this will take. So each good tier 5 run will finish after about 5 minutes or sooner, but I'll just go with a flat rate of 5 minutes. So 4,125 runs of 5 minutes, that would be 20,625 minutes, or 342 hours. That's 14 days straight of just doing tier 5. Good luck finding anyone to do that with you. And from here on out, I'll just say it in days. Then we need to get to the keys to open all these chests. You see, because you need to open the chest in order to get the Crimson Essence. Each key costs 120 enchanted red sand, because I'm on the Barbarian faction, and 2 stars to get. Nether stars are obtained via killing vanquishers, and red sand is of course obtained via mining. If you need 4,125 keys, that would be 80 million red sand. And the current #1 red sand collector, named Rio Lucuti, has 75 million red sand collection. And they started that 8 months ago, which was the release of the Nether. Okay, so when I was grinding red sand, I was getting around 128 red sand per hour, like enchanted red sand. So with that math, it would be 3,900 hours, or 161 days straight. You would also need 8,250 nether stars, or 128 stacks of stars. According to the pro gamers in my guild, it would probably take you about 1 hour to get 2 stacks of them, with a good party. I mean, the stars would only take about 60 hours, or like 3 days straight. So that's 161 days for red sand, 14 days for the Kudra runs, and 3 days for the stars, leading up to a grand total of 178 days of grinding with no sleep. Or, yeah, this grind is not one for the faint of heart. You see, if you actually have a life and you cut that in half due to sleep, that's probably going to set you back all the way to 365 days. If you started now and grinded to the end of the year, you might be able to get finished before Christmas time. So admins, when you asked me what would you change about the game, I would change this. Alright, so here's how I would change this. It may be the best armor set in the game, but as an Iron Man, I don't really think you should have to spend 1 billion coins in a full year of your life to finish it. Basically, here's how to solve this. You can get rid of the fortune cap on the snail pet, which would let players actually try to maximize for speed instead of just wearing any armor set. Because right now, as it is, you don't even have to wear any special armor set to hit the speed cap, and items like the racing helm or farmer boots are virtually worthless when trying to grind for things like red sand, because you're already optimized by just wearing either young armor or, ironically, no armor at all. You could also just add a mythic rarity for this perk by, say, having a stack of helixes, you know those useless items you get from the crystal nucleus? Well, honestly, you could just add an extra use for them. I hope you enjoyed. Anyways, bye!